Hustle, hustle, hustle. What the Bible says about hustle. Stay tuned to find out more. Gary Wong from GaryWongRealty.com. I'm the author of the book on Vancouver real estate. Welcome to another episode of Bible, Business, and Belief. I'm here with Vivian Teng from Miix Interiors. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Gary.
Hey. So today we're talking about what the Bible says about hustle. And when I mean hustle, I'm not talking about like I'm so great at something, so I'm hustling you in like playing pool or bowling or whatever. No, I'm talking about work ethic and hard work. So what are your thoughts about that? Okay, I'll start first. So when it comes to hard work and hustling, I think it's really important to emphasize that the Bible really talks about that. In Proverbs 6, they talk about the ants. They store up for the winter. They don't just sit there and food gets brought to them. They work hard. They're like in teams and lines, and they're storing up food for the difficult times like the winter. I think a lot of people these days, they just cruise through life. They don't really work hard. They try to be couch potatoes and they veg out and stuff like that. That's why the society has these terms for that. I think it's important. It's important to work hard. We talked about you reap what you sow. And so if you sow laziness, you will reap less fruit. It's just plain and simple. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think what you were saying is a very good reminder because a lot of, I get a lot from my friends who are not Christian but has some idea about Christianity is that they think that whenever we encounter problem, I will hear my friend, I guess maybe also in a sarcastic way, they'll be like, oh, just pray. Just talk to your God, and then he'll give you everything. Yeah. And then that kind of is, I feel like that's a lot of misunderstanding from non-believers or whoever is not very familiar with the Bible, is that they think that all we do is just ask God for things, and then we don't work for it. Yeah. But I think what the Proverbs 6 was a very good reminder, a good sharing on this topic, on working hard, because I mean, like I was mentioning, was that Matthew 6 talk about how you do not worry, because like God will provide, and you don't, and then that can be misinterpreted too, that we don't need to do anything. We just sit there and God will give us everything. But I think at the same time, yes, God do provide. Like we do have a lot of things that we should thanksgiving to Him. Like everything we own, everything we have, everything nothing belongs to us. Everything belongs to Him. But at the same time, He wants us. He put us into this world with a purpose. Like I do believe that every one of us is a unique individual, and that He put us here with a purpose, and He wants you to work for it. Like maybe your purpose is you're a father, like a realtor, like a good husband, you know, like that is the purpose of life. You're here, and so as me, and then so I think I don't have a better verse other than Proverbs 6 to describe working hard in the Bible, but I do think that it is very important, and it's a kind of like a reminder or telling everyone out there that we Christian, we don't just sit here and then just ask for whatever. Yeah, I think
it's important not to take it out of context. Yeah. There's a story that, not in the Bible, but it talks about like, there's a story in the Christian community. They say, oh, a man was drowning and he was praying that someone would save him. Yeah. And then, and then a man walked by and is like, oh, I'll help you. And the man's like, no, I'm fine. I prayed, God will save me. Yeah. And then another person came by and said the same thing. He's like, no, God will save me. Yeah. And then in the end, basically 3 people walked by and then the guy drowned. Yeah. And the thing God told them later in heaven is like, oh, like I would have
Why
saved.
didn't you
yeah,
save me?
the man's
Yeah.
like, why didn't you save me? And God's like, I did. I sent 3 people down.
Yeah.
So in your life, you have opportunities. You're asking God, God, give me these opportunities, give me these breakthroughs, give me these.
But you're not
chances."
really following
Yes,
it.
you're not taking the effort.
Yeah.
It's like God gives you a present, but you don't open the box.
Yeah.
Or you don't grab a tool to pry open the package
Yeah.
or something like that.
Like we don't see it. Like sometimes he's sending out a lot of signals, but we don't see it. We want it to be so clear. Like for example, you're talking about the gift. Like you don't even want it to be wrapped, but you need to work for it. You know, like when you work hard for it, you need to put in some work. You don't just sit there and the gift just fall in your lap.
Yeah.
You gotta like open the boxes.
Yeah.
You need to grab the scissors.
Yeah,
You know, untie the ribbons. These are the
I gotta
ones.
open the. I need work. I need to
Yeah.
get off the couch.
Yeah, so I think that's a good.
I guess people
good
are
first
so
step.
entitled these days. So they think like it should that package, the gift should be open for you, put on a silver
Yeah.
platter, and put in front of you.
And be like,
if
"There you
it's-
go."
And if it's like food, it's got to be like spoon fed to you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I think sometimes like the analogy is so ridiculous, but a lot of times we go through life that way. And I think society is like encourages that sometimes, unintentionally, in a subtle way.
Yeah.
They think, oh, you know, don't be ambitious, just be content, be happy with what you have.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between content and being overly ambitious.
Yeah.
I think it's good to be content, but if God has given you gifts to expand, to get better, to make more,
Yeah.
I think to take advantage of those opportunities.
Of course.
You know,
yeah.
some people are born rich, some people are born poor and they die poor. Some people are born rich and they die rich. I think the Bible has a really good principle as you will be judged based on what you were given. Basically, it talks about you will be, everyone will have to give an account for their life and how they were a faithful steward of
Yeah.
what they were given, right? Of their circumstances and everything. So I think that's a really good principle. What do you think?
I think ambition, like what you were saying, was very important, but it's something that I struggle with is that between the ambitions and being too arrogant or too
Yeah.
proud of yourself. But God do talk about ambitions in Philippians, and then
Yeah.
He also reminds us that do not work in a favor of yourself. You know,
Yeah.
like always put others above you.
That's right.
And then one thing I really enjoyed, there was the saying that how always like this one word that represents everything you do is joy, J-O-Y. So J represents Jesus, so you always
Nice.
put Jesus first, and the O represent others. You always put others before. The last one is Y, which is you yourself. So always remember that principle, which is a good reminder to me that always put Jesus first in a situation and put others, and then put yourself at last.
And sometimes, in order to follow that rule, like in order to be selfless, sometimes, okay, in order to be selfless, you have to be selfish. And what I mean is that, like, you know, if you're in an airplane, if you've ever been on an airplane, they have the instructions in the beginning,
yeah,
safety
yeah.
things, and they go, when the oxygen masks come down, you put the mask on yourself first, and then you put the mask on the child.
Yeah.
Because the reason why they do that is if you're focusing on putting it on the child and then you like pass out, you both are gonna die,
Yeah.
right? So sometimes it's important to know, like, don't take it out of context and like, oh no, I gotta be selfless and
Yeah.
and not take care of myself and never eat and not sleep. And
Yeah.
like it's taking it out of context. But I think sometimes it's important to focus on yourself, your own health and well-being, so that you can be a blessing to others.
Exactly, because we are the vessel, like,
Yeah.
and then you want to represent Him in a good way. You know,
Yeah.
if you don't take care of yourself, we won't be able to be the vessel that He wants to use us for.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's really important. And you know, I heard a saying like, you can't help, like the best way to help broke people is not by being broke.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, like somebody said that to me. Like the best way to help the poor is not by being one of them.
Yes. So
You know what I
you
mean?
you have things to give.
It's not, so it, like some people have the opportunity to go to school and have fresh food and all that stuff, but some people don't have those opportunities. And it's really unfortunate. But if you have been born in America or in a Western country, civilization, a first world country, you have privileges that, billions of people don't have.
Yeah.
And I think we are blessed in a way that we should be able to use what we are blessed with and give and bless others who are not as fortunate.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I hope you guys learned a lot about what the Bible says about hustling and working hard. If you want to be a blessing to others, you want to be influential and help others, you first got to really put in the hard work. Lift up your sleeves, roll up the sleeves, get your hands dirty. I think most people out there were meant for more than what they are capable of. A lot of times you look at yourself in the mirror and you think, oh, well, is this all there is? And chances are there's more. You have a lot of potential. You have unlimited potential. Like when God looks at us, he doesn't go, oh, you're just like, yeah, you're at this level and you'll always stay there. I think God gives us opportunities to really go outside of our comfort zone and do great things. The Bible says that you will do greater things than I did.
Yeah.
And I really believe that. And it doesn't matter about your life circumstances. Obviously, some people, the blessing that we can give, sometimes it's financial, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes we can bless others not just by financial means. And anyways, I really want to emphasize that you can do great things. You just got to put in the hard work. And hope you found value in this video. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of future videos. And until next time, God bless you.